Hey. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Today I would like to discuss a fairly obscure webcomic by the name of JerkCity. Most of you won't be familiar with it, and, well, if you've never heard of it, it just means you've made the right choices in life. I love the comic strip, but not exactly mass appeal. And yes, I do take my shots like Frankenstein, because often I can't turn my head. Alright, so the creator of this comic is Rands, who's also a main character. Yeah, I'd say he's the main character. But Rands, surprise, is not a real name. It is the pen name and the alter ego of Michael Lopp, who's a blogger, a software engineering manager, and obviously the author of this webcomic that I want to discuss today. Now, how do you get Rands from Michael Lopp? Well, it was his chat room handle. It's what he used in chat rooms while he bitched mostly about software. And it became his persona when he made a webcomic that was mostly bitching and complaining. Now, Rands was his then-girlfriend's last name. Now it's her maiden name because they are married. Rands worked at Apple from 2002 to 2010. He left Apple to go to Palantir. I'm not familiar with it. And after 4 years, he went and got a job at Pinterest, an executive gig. And since 2016, he has been the Vice President of Engineering at Slack. I don't know what Slack is. Sorry. Alright, so now we can move on to the actual subject here. JerkCity, the webcomic. Now, it's a daily comic strip, and it chronicles the adventures of Rands, Pants, Spigot, and Deuce, in a world of waking up and getting high before breakfast. Us old people would call it wake and bake. Now, JerkCity, last time I checked, was available at www.jerkcity.com. In case you can't remember the subject of this conversation with .com added to it. And www in the front, which I think means World Wide Web. Anyways, I'll throw that link in the comment. And if anyone knows what www actually means, tell me, because I'm not going to Google it. So the first strip was published on the 17th of August, 1998. Now, the phrase comic strip might make you think of a newspaper, right? Well, this shit ain't Marmaduke, alright? JerkCity does appear to be a comic strip, a net comic, a web comic. Hell. Actually, whatever name you would use for it kind of defines your age. You could possibly call it a meme now. I mean, it's more than just a single image, but it's pretty memeable. Anyways. JerkCity, according to the creator, Rands. I know I said it a few times, but it's just fun to say. Rands. It is a story told out of order. Yeah, okay. JerkCity is the counterculture. or the antidote to the poison that is Generation X. Yeah, that's my generation. Still better than you millennials. Anyways, they're not trying to sell anything. They're not even trying to spread their audience, actually. But in all fairness, there is no product manufacturer in their right fucking mind that would want to associate their brand with that absolute fucking train wreck that is JerkCity. I mean, Stephen King put his name up. Biggest font you can find. Yeah. JerkCity, not only did no one know the creator's name, I had to fucking research into it. You can't just stumble upon the comic either. It's like, almost like they're hiding it from the world. Which, after you've read a few of them, you'll realize it's probably the right thing to do. In fact, I'm doing a disservice by spreading knowledge of the strip. God, I love this comic strip so much. Long before Deadpool movie had everyone breaking the fourth wall, these characters, they were self-aware. Sometimes they would acknowledge they're in a strip. They just didn't seem to actually give a shit. They never cared about the quality. Actually, they never cared if anyone got the jokes, right? They all practice masturbation regularly, noisily, publicly. One of the recurring themes. So they constantly use onomatopoeia for, in the words of the comic strip itself, cocksucking. Yeah. Is typed out, and you see it a lot. It's actually written out so regularly and so common that any, part-time reader would see it and recognize it and not have to go through the process of trying to work it out to figure out what they're referencing. No, it just became a thing. So much so that they quit fucking using it in context, or explaining, or even dropping subtle hints. Nope. Just like LOL or OMG, you spend enough time and you just know it. These sad, pathetic bastards in JerkCity don't care if you read. They don't care if you enjoy reading. All they want to do is sit in a corner and drink. This comic strip comes with another feature. There are small grayed out messages that appear from time to time. Sometimes it is the author begging the audience to help him break out from a Chinese fortune cookie factory. Sometimes, same context, still trapped in the factory, but rather than asking for help, he just goes on these horrible, vicious, vile rants. Yeah. So look, a professional, a true artist, he would strive to develop a style, a unique voice, and tell a story. JerkCity wanders off, kind of sits in the weeds. I have to say, I'm not sure this is safe for human consumption. I mean, if you're normal, you're not going to get it. But if you're bug shit crazy and you might enjoy it, there's a chance it could trigger you and make things much worse. I guess this is meant for the audience of those who are broken beyond repair and can't possibly get any worse, but are still functioning members of society. Ugh. I love this comic strip. What does that say about me? So, style, voice, and story. The style, well, the strip is created with Microsoft Comic Chat for the few people that remember that. Probably the same ones that know what this is. Yes, I still use it often. It's a Zune. Far superior in every way to Doesn't matter. So, yeah, the Microsoft Comic Chat. It was cool. And it had some unique, otherworldly, playful yet disturbing, used in the wrong hands, artwork that was licensed by Microsoft from Jim Woodring, famous cartoonist out of Washington State. I have to say that he is not associated, does not approve of, and cannot be blamed for this comic strip. He's a decent man. Not like the sick bastards like me. So the three things required to be a professional would be style, unique voice, and telling a story. We already covered the style. Unique voice. Well, this author's unique voice is pretty much the voices in his head. He is very unique because, well, the voices in my head say much different things than the voices in his head. The telling of a story. Now, the author says the story is told out of order. But, let's be real here. There isn't really a story. It is nothing more than a timestamp of emotional damage that the author imprinted onto a comic. Now, JerkCity, it's pretty easy to dismiss as an experiment, culture jamming, an art project. Hell, a mean-spirited troll doing something like blurting fuck at the space between statements at a public event, or convincing mainstream media that the OK sign is a Nazi symbol. All of those apply. However, you could easily think it's a hoax that just got out of control. However, I can imagine other scenarios. Perhaps, somewhere, far away, a little creature suffered brain damage. And he's stuck in a loop, forever cranking out these little images. Yeah, they're of varying quality and not even questionable, just bad taste. But every single day, there is a new paragraph to JerkCity's never-ending novel. Now, like so many things before it, Sardines, Nickelback, Tiger Balm, My Love and Affection, JerkCity's not for everybody. It might not be for anybody. But it's there.